What's up, guys? We're actually setting records today. This is my fourth attempt at recording this video. This is episode number 12 of this series, known as Brayden's Hauls. This time, we've got 10 games to go over today from a bunch of different consoles, but at the end of this video, we have one of the biggest games I've ever picked up across this entire series, so I'm excited to get into that, so let's just get it rolling. For the N64, NHL 99. My first hockey game for the N64. I recently bought this N64. This was, I don't remember if it was the last Hauls video or the one before it that it was in. I don't remember. I think it was the one two episodes ago. But yeah, NHL 99 got Eric Lindros on the cover of this game. It's a pretty fine game. Nothing crazy. Nobody talks about this super fondly when it comes to the NHL series unless you have memories of it. But yeah, $8.37, not a terrible value. Pretty good deal all in all, but yeah, whatever. We're going to move on from that. For the PS3 now, sticking with the hockey theme, NHL 09. Dion Phaneuf on the cover of this game. My PS3 collection is still fairly new in compared to every other console I have, and it is pretty big for being fairly new, but this game is one that I did need. I had NHL 08, 10, and then 12 through 15 for the PS3. So 7, 9, and 11 were the three I was missing. And Legacy, if you want to throw that in there. But this is one of the ones I needed. It's been one that I've been looking for a bit that I finally was able to find. Dion Phaneuf, Calgary Flames, cover athlete. You know, I had 2 copies of this for the 360. One of them was custom cover. That's why I have 2 copies of it. But yeah, we pretty good pickup here. I'd love to have it. I don't know, whatever. It's NHL 09. Everyone fucking who cares? Nobody cared about that game. For the PS4, if you've seen the last couple Hauls videos, this is going to continue a theme that's been happening. NBA 2K18 for the PS4. This is my 8th copy of NBA 2K18 across my collection. I have 6 for the Xbox One, I have 1 for the 360, and now I have 1 for the PS4. Now, why do I keep doing it? Because this fucking Celtics cover, that's why. The Celtics cover is rarer than the Cavs cover, and I keep seeing the Celtics cover and going, well, that's rare, and then getting it. So this is like my 4th one that has the Celtics cover on it. I literally don't even like this game this much. I genuinely just do this for the cover. But this is my 8th version of NBA 2K18. Yeah, so that's sick. And yeah, I don't have much to say about this. I really don't. But we're going to stick with the PS4 here in a game that I thought was fake when I first saw it on the shelf. Madden 16. Now, this looks inconspicuous from this angle, right? The spine, though, it seems like it's 30 times bigger than it should be, like the wording right here, at least that it usually is, because this is the European version of Madden NFL 16. You can tell by the PEGI rating system here. This is a weird pickup, because I saw it like this on the shelf, and I was like, well, that looks like a fake cover because of how big the fucking word is. But I opened it, and I looked through it, and it's legitimately just the real game, but it's the European version. And obviously I didn't have this. This is like a weird pull for me, but for $4, you know, it's like, I gotta take that. This is something I can't skip on. But yeah, this is weird. This is funky. That's the theme of my collection, though. So what are you gonna do about it? You love to see it. We're gonna get to the PS2 now, where we only have 1 game to go through. It's another great one. It's a really good one. World Championship Paintball for the PS2. Now, I've talked about Greg Hastings, or not Greg Hastings, that's a different series, NPPL, Championship Paintball 2009 on this series before, where I have 2 copies of this game. I didn't know that this game existed until I bought this today, but I saw it and I was like, well, this looks funny, and it's $5. $5 for a fun little item. And, like, the paintball games are usually pretty fun. NPPL 2009 is actually a pretty good game, at least fun to play. I don't know about good game, but it was a fun-ass experience. But yeah, now we have Ballers Wanted, load and go. Like, don't ask me, man. I don't know a thing about this. This spine is egregiously ugly. They really just threw a bunch of shit on it and called it a day. But I don't know. We have that now. We have 2 games here for the Xbox. One is a shitpost. One is one I've been looking for 2 years, so let's move. This is your shitpost. It's All-Star Baseball 2003. I've done nothing but shit on this series, and this game was $4. NFL Fever 2003, only on Xbox. There is a reason that I was, like, very, very happy when I saw this on the shelf today. for several reasons, but we're going to get to the really only important one here first, because they made 3 versions of NFL Fever, 2002, 2003, and 2004. Those were the 3 versions of this game. And this one, I got my other 2. I had 2002, 2004 forever. Whenever I first got my original Xbox in 2024, summer, I believe it was. So it's been almost 2 years at this point. I got 2004 and 2002 with the credit money that I used trading in to get all that stuff. It had been almost 2 years of real time waiting for NFL Fever 2003. But I finally have it now. The series where Peyton Manning's on the cover of all 3 of the fucking games. I finally have the complete NFL Fever collection, which is really freaking sweet. Now to the Xbox 360, a game I already had, but a game I didn't have in this case. NFL Tour. This is one of the games from my childhood that I played the living piss out of, but I found it at GameStop in a GameStop case. So I never had it in the full getup. Sean Merriman on the cover of this game. This game isn't very good. A lot of people, if you look at any review of this game, they say it's terrible. 8-year-old, like 9-year-old Brayden Yeeter loved this game. NFL Tour I played so much of on my original 360. It's crazy. It's basically NFL like Blitz or like any like crazy game like that, like EA big game. If it was neutered just a little bit and it wasn't that good. But all in all, man, I'm really happy to have this because this is one of the rarer like NFL-based titles. It's not crazy like popular. Hardly anybody even knows this game exists, and the people that do know it exists think it's fucking trash. So very happy to have this, and that'll do it for the 360. We have 2 games left here. One's a sports game, and then one's the huge one that I've been talking about. For the GameCube, Madden NFL 07. One of my favorite Madden games of all time. This game released on like 10 different platforms. I know I've shown the Madden 08 collection before, but this game released on more platforms than Madden 08, which is fucking stupid. But Sean Alexander on this one, this is one of my favorite Maddens of all time. I hate the GameCube. Like, the GameCube boxes are nice, but the inside of the GameCube boxes are just the worst thing ever, in my opinion. Because of how they build it, it's hard to get the manual out unless you, like, basically are ripping the paper. I like that they have the memory card slot, like the PS2 cases have. I like the little cover right here. But, like, what is all this? What is all this mess over here? What is, like, dude, this is so built out and, like, so much plastic for no reason. Maybe this is why the GameCube market's fucking ridiculous nowadays, because of how stupid the cases are. And why is the fucking tag on the bottom? Why is the GameCube tag on the bottom instead of the top? It doesn't make any sense. But this is Madden 07. I quite like this game, and I'm very happy to have this one in the collection. But now we're at the finish line. I'm about to show you guys one of the biggest games I have ever picked up. And there's some factoids I got to show you when it comes to how I ended up getting this. Ladies and gentlemen, for the GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, you probably are looking at that price tag right now and said, whoa, or something along that line. We have some news for you. This Cartridges Galore is one of the stores. This is what I always go to. That's my A store. And you can get rewards points, right? For every $100 you spend, you can get $10 off of any pre-owned game. I knew about that for about 4 years running. Just recently, though, I hit about 470-some points, and then I went in and bought $50 worth of stuff. And then I hit 500 points. And then they told me this. Well, now you can get $50 off of a single pre-owned game. So, with that being said, I want to show you guys the receipt that I got today. If it would focus in on it, that would just be stupendous. Look at this. GameCube title. Brayden Yeeter. That's my dog right there. Look at that. We got one of the greatest video games of all time for $10.99. This was the last Smash Brothers game I needed to complete my Smash collection. I now have every version of the game. N64, Melee's here, I have Brawl, I have Wii U, I have 3DS, I have Ultimate, I have all of them now. This is one of the best games of all time, especially GameCube games, and I am so grateful to finally have this. and it says $60 in 2 different spots, but I only ended up paying $10.37 for it. What a steal, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys, though, for watching this episode of Brayden's Hauls. This has been episode number 12 of this series. I hope I can see you guys for episode number 13, whenever that may be. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting everything I've been doing recently, and I hope I can see you guys again in the next one. Bye-bye.